Hello everyone, it is Kayla Brissi here from kaylabrissi.com. I am so happy and excited to be here again today to talk to you about how you can make email marketing work for your unique business. So before we dive in, for me to give you your best practices for email marketing so that you can leverage it, because all businesses can utilize email marketing, I want to talk to you a little bit about the 7 common mistakes that I see businesses make with email marketing, and also discuss some of the benefits about email marketing so you can see why you should definitely be considering email marketing for your business. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. So the 7 most common mistakes that I see with business owners that they're making with the email marketing are: many of them feel that email marketing is only for B2B, so business to business, and not B2C, which is business to consumer. That could not be further from the truth. Every single business out there can leverage email marketing. So it doesn't matter if you are an author, it doesn't matter if you are in a direct sales MLM, if you are a local brick and mortar, a boutique, a salon, if you are a coach or a consultant, a speaker, right? You see my point here? Every single business can leverage and utilize email marketing, and they should be utilizing it for email marketing. Okay, so they also think that businesses, that their particular business can't utilize email marketing, which I just obviously debunked as part of what I just talked about, that every single business out there can most definitely utilize and leverage email marketing as part of their overall marketing strategy. Okay, I find that a lot of business owners don't have a list at all, no matter if they are new in their business or if they've been in business for years. Okay, this is a huge no-no, a big mistake. Oh gosh, it makes me just cringe when I see this with my clients. Okay, they also have a list, they have a list and they're either sending emails sporadically or they're not sending emails at all. All right, so if you have taken the time to get people to trust you by getting on your list, you definitely want to make sure that you are following up and that you are sending emails. Okay, don't not send emails, and definitely don't go the route of sending them sporadically. We want to make sure that you are consistent with your email marketing strategy. Okay, some of the other mistakes that I see are that they only send promotional emails. Okay, so essentially they are spamming their subscribers, their email list, by sending only promotional emails. Now, if you are a company that only sends promotional emails, then I strongly encourage you to not send any more than 4 a month. 1 a week is perfectly fine. But for most of the people that I service and that come to me, they don't want to just send promotional emails, so you can definitely send more emails in a week. In fact, the more emails that you send, the higher your conversion is typically. Okay, so don't send only promotional emails to your list. It's not something I recommend, but if you are a company that does that, at least only 4 a month. It's just kind of a rule of thumb. Okay, they send irrelevant content that's not engaging their audience. Okay, so it's just kind of fluff filler content. It's nothing that is really driving conversions. It's not driving that engagement. It's not nurturing and building those relationships. It just is completely irrelevant. Your subscribers are there for a reason. They want to see relevant content. They want to see that you understand them, that you know them, and that you can help them solve whatever their problem is that they are having. Okay, and then the last mistake that I see that's really common with business owners is that they're missing key components that they need to drive engagement and conversion. Okay, so what I mean by this is their headlines are not that great. They're missing call to actions. They're not putting the right links in their emails. They're sending irrelevant content. They're not utilizing an editorial calendar, right? They don't have a welcome sequence, or they don't have an automated sales funnel set up. So they're missing key components as they're building out their email marketing strategy. And sometimes it's because they don't know what they don't know. And so they don't have those components in there. And a lot of times I see that they're just lazy. And I hate to say that, but let's be frank. There are some people that are just really lazy, that they put it on the back burner and they don't fully implement what they need to do for their email marketing because they don't see it of high value. They see it as something that's just something that's going to take more of their time, that it's not going to drive higher conversions, that it's not really worth their time and effort, like whatever it is. So they put it on that back burner. They just kind of dismiss it, which in reality is really a bad move. So one of the things that I share with my clients when they're building out a marketing strategy, if you want to keep it simple and you don't want to do all the things with your marketing strategy, there's 3 basically mini marketing strategies that you want to implement as part of your overall marketing strategy. Okay, they are content marketing, social media marketing, and email marketing. These three in conjunction together can be a powerhouse for your business. And you don't have to do all the other, big things that all the big name brands out there are doing, but these three working together, even at the very basic elements, can help drive conversions for your business. Okay, so they are really kind of, part of the process as you get working and get started with your business, that those three things are the really parts of your marketing strategy that you can focus the most time and effort on as you're getting started. At least that's in my opinion. Okay, so now that you have learned about my thoughts on the 7 most common mistakes that business owners make with their email marketing, let's briefly talk about the benefits to email marketing so you can understand and see that if you're not currently leveraging email marketing, why you should be for your business, and just how important it is and how it can really impact you positively for your business and really drive conversions, relationships, generate those leads, and what have you. Okay, so these are in no particular order. These are just some of my favorite ones, and there are definitely a lot more benefits in this, but I wanted to choose 10 to keep it short, sweet, and to the point for you guys today. All right, so one of the big benefits that I see with email marketing is that you can automate your sales process. So think of it as a way for you to make sales 24/7, 365 days a year. All right, so when you have a sales funnel in process and in place for you, it's working harder for you so you don't have to work as hard. Okay, so a really good example is this. Prime example is this weekend. I took the week, I always take the weekend off, but I took Saturday off. I went and volunteered, and I went and had a bunch of fun with my family. And then on Sunday, we baked cookies, and it was just a whole weekend where we enjoyed time together. I didn't have to worry about sales or connecting with anybody because I knew that my sales funnel was working for me, right? So I implemented my content marketing, I implemented social media marketing, and I have my email, my content, my social, my email marketing is what I had. And so I knew that if I scheduled content on social media that was going to drive traffic to my list, that my email funnel would then do the work for me. Okay, so this allowed me to free up my time where I didn't have to sit on my computer and message people and waste all that time and take away from my family and not spending it with my son and creating these memories. Okay, so I'm able to automate that sales process, and sales can come in automatically, and I have that system in place. It also allows you to develop relationships with your potential clients, right? So as these people are subscribing to your list, they're now leads for you, right? That's how that works. And you're able to develop relationships. So I don't recommend that you completely rely on your sales funnel and your email marketing to do all the relationship building. You do have to get in there and do some of the manual stuff, but it does help you develop those relationships so you're not stuck to your computer or on your phone all the time building these relationships the manual way. Okay, so it helps you automate some of that process for you, and it still allows it to be a very authentic and genuine way to build those relationships. All right, you're also going to be able to reach more people at once. Okay, so literally with a push of a button, if you have a subscriber list of 500, okay, and you push of a button, you can reach 500 people at once. Now, all those 500 people can open? No, but even if you have a 20-30% open rate, you still have a very good open rate where you're reaching a lot of those leads on your list, your subscribers. Okay. Email marketing is also very easy to track and measure, especially with the software systems that you can use for email marketing. So it makes it very easy to see what is or isn't working. You can find your leads that are opening your emails and you can target them. You can segment out your list and what have you. So it's very easy to track and measure, which is fantastic, and it's a great way to leverage that for your marketing because the more that you track and measure, the more it's going to grow. And so you want to utilize those strategies where you're able to track and measure what you're currently doing so you can adjust and tweak it and make fine-tunements to your marketing strategy so that you can obviously increase your conversions and your sales. Okay. There's also no algorithms to beat, or there's no character limit that you have to deal with. So this kind of trumps your social media sometimes, right? And it's kind of funny coming from a digital marketer, but email marketing makes it easy that you don't have to worry about the algorithm. You don't have to worry about character limits. You don't have to worry about creating the right size images and things like that. You don't have to worry about fighting for everyone else under the sun because your list is there because they're your list. They're there for you, okay? And so, yes, you do have to deal with an open rate to get them them to open, but that comes into play with your subject lines and the content you're sending and the schedule and things of that nature. So you could have a very high open rate if you know how to work your email marketing to your advantage and that you're really providing a ton of value to your subscribers, okay? You also, in a sense, own your subscribers. I am not saying that in a derogatory way, but you own them, meaning you don't own the people on Facebook or on Instagram or on Pinterest. If those platforms were to shut down tomorrow, you lose all of your following there, okay? The people that subscribe to your list, they're going to be there, okay? So they're there for life, so to speak, until they unsubscribe or until you remove them from your list, all right? So you essentially own them. So they're not going to go anywhere like if Facebook were to shut down tomorrow, okay? So keep that in mind, that it's kind of safeguarding your business. And I always tell my clients, think of your email list as your 401k plan or the lifeline of your business, because you have them there. And the people that are subscribing to your list, they obviously know, like, and trust you, okay? They liked you enough and trusted you enough to grab whatever you are offering as an incentive to be able to get onto your list, and they're staying there and they're reading your content and you're nurturing them. Now, whether or not they convert, that's up to them, and that's part of your process. And how, when, and where they convert in your process, that's another thing that comes into play. But the point is they're there, they're for you, okay? They trust you enough. So I always like to think of them as VIPs because they took the extra step. They found me on social media and they took that extra step, and now they're on my list. So they get higher priority. They're VIPs, so to speak. Okay, you can also position yourself as a credible expert in the industry rather quickly when you have an email marketing system in place and you have an email marketing strategy implemented, okay? You're going to be able to provide access to a larger audience because, let's be honest, not everybody is on social media. So for those that are not on social media, they're able to get on your email list and they're going to read your emails. And actually, people read more emails daily than they do sit there and read through all the messages and whatnot on Facebook, okay? People are checking their emails. They do. I usually get about 200 emails a day between all my emails, and I go through and I read them every single day and either unsubscribe from the ones I don't need, categorize them in the boxes that I need, reply to those that I have to, you name it. So people are reading emails, all right? So keep that in mind. And you're reaching a larger audience because not everybody is on social media, okay? Or if you primarily only work on Facebook and you've got people that you service that are not on Facebook, well, you're missing out on a good chunk of potential leads because you're not leveraging your email marketing, okay? And then lastly is you have a higher sales conversion, okay? So when you have a higher sales conversion, this is key, obviously, because you're making more money. So it is said that for every $1 that you spend on email marketing, you can expect an average return on your investment of $44. $1 for 44. That's a pretty big deal, right? So you can see, like, just with your higher conversion that you're going to make a good chunk of money off of your email list, which is why I tell my clients a lot of the times that it is, because it's like your lifeline of your business. It is your 401k plan. You're going to be able to nurture and you're going to be able to sell to your list, and you will make money off of your list. Okay, and I fibbed. I have one more for you guys. You can also create targeted email campaigns with segmentation, which allows you to really choose and focus what you send to certain people on your list so that it's hyper targeted and specific to their unique needs. So for example, if you have someone that really needs information on sales funnels and you've got another person or a group of people that really need information on how to create a blog, you can send specific emails or specific content to those segments, and they're going to be able to get nurtured based on what they specifically need, rather than sending it to the masses and hitting everyone and some of the people not needing your content, and then they're going to unsubscribe and all those things. So you can send highly targeted emails. You can also send targeted promotions to the different ones that are based on what their needs are and where they're at with their business. Okay? So those are just some of the amazing benefits of utilizing email marketing and why you should highly and definitely consider utilizing it for your business. And again, every single business can absolutely use email marketing, and you guys should be using email marketing as part of your overall marketing strategy. Okay, so now what you've all been waiting for. Let's discuss how you can make email marketing work for your unique business, no matter what industry you're in, no matter what type of business you have. So think of these as tips and tricks or some of the best practices to implement so that you can have a powerful and a strong email marketing campaign and email marketing strategy that really is truly effective and that obviously converts for you. Okay, so these again are in really no particular order, so just kind of keep that in mind. Okay, so first things first, you need to understand your audience. Okay, so you need to obviously know who you're serving with crystal clear clarity, understand them, what their needs, wants, and desires are, what they're really struggling with, right? What their hopes, goals, and dreams are. What are they there to get from you? Okay, you need to know and understand them clearly. Okay, you need to define your marketing goals. Okay, if you're going to implement email marketing, you need to have a strategy in place, obviously, and you need to know what your goals and objectives are and what you're going to be utilizing as your goals and objectives as part of your strategy. What are you going to, implore as, part of the strategy? You're going to use obviously content marketing, probably going to use social media marketing. If you're using email marketing, what else? Are you going to use publicity? What are you going to do as part of your overall marketing strategies? But you need to define your goals and objectives so you can build out your strategy. Okay? You also need to provide an insane amount of value to your audience with variety of content. Okay, so I typically follow the 80-20 rule, 80% value, 20% promotions. You can follow whatever rule of thumb you really want, to be honest, because there's really no particular rule, but that's my rule of thumb is 80-20, provide 80% of really incredible content. And with variety, you want to send stories of inspiration. You want to send promotional content. You want to update them on events that are happening. Keep the content variety, okay, so that they're not getting bored and it's engaging and they're staying up to date on everything that's going on with you and your business, and it gives them the opportunity to engage and participate in the activities that you have. Okay, now you also want to make sure that you create a schedule and you commit to it for consistency. Okay, nothing irks me more. I shouldn't say that. There's other things that irk me more, but you want to make sure that you are consistent with your email marketing. So if you say that you're going to email on Tuesdays and Fridays, then email on Tuesdays and Fridays. Okay, pick a time that you're going to send out those emails because your subscribers expect it, especially when you tell them what to expect when they subscribe to your list and you tell them that in your welcome message. Okay, get to that consistency. The more consistent you are, the higher your conversions you're going to have, okay? You also want to make sure that you utilize an editorial calendar. All right, organize your ideas for your content, for your newsletters, and put them in an editorial calendar. Same thing that you would do for your social media marketing and with your content marketing for your blogs, what have you. Create an editorial calendar. This will allow you to be able to visually see what you have set up for your content that you want to have, and allows you to stay consistent. It's going to help you be, better project manager for that, and really make sure that you are, doing what you need to do, and you can see that you are getting the different categories of content and you're sharing and providing a ton of value to your list. Okay, so definitely get an editorial calendar created for you. Okay, you want to make sure that your emails and that your subscribers are like VIPs, right? So this is where I recommend exclusivity, okay? Don't send your email list everything that you post on social media or that you post in a group. Can you repurpose some of that? Absolutely. But I encourage you to send very exclusive emails to your subscriber list because, like I mentioned, they are VIPs. They took the extra step to subscribe and get on your list. They're not just following you on social media, they are also following you on social media and on your list now, okay? So they've taken that extra step. They're a more targeted lead. Treat them with care and respect, okay? Give them the VIP, roll out the red carpet for them, treat them that way, and you will see those conversions increase, okay? The other thing I want to mention is be conversational, okay? So this is where I always tell my clients to speak to your audience, not at them, and be conversational where you are speaking to one, not many, okay? I always cringe when I get emails and it's like, hey everybody, or hey friends, and it's like, oh, well, it's not personalized to me. Even though I know that it's being broadcasted out, I still like to see like, hi Kayla, or hey my dear friend Kayla, or something, so that it's personalized to me, so I feel like it's only coming to me and that it's meant for me, and it wasn't just an email sent out to the masses of everyone on their list, right? So make it conversational. You'll see if you're on my list that I'm very conversational. I write exactly the way that I talk, as if I was sitting across the table from you having a conversation. And that makes my emails fun, makes them engaging. It also makes it where people are responding to my emails because I have a really good, strong, powerful call to action. They're buying, what have you. I'm building that relationship. They can see my personality so that when they read my content online, they can feel and see and experience my personality firsthand, so that when they hop on the phone with me and have a conversation, they can see that I'm still the same person, right? It's not like a night and day thing where like, oh my gosh, who is this person writing this content? Who is this person on the phone? They can see and they can feel and they can understand like my personality as they're reading, so that it's the same thing when they're talking to me on the phone, okay? And so it doesn't come as a shock to them that I'm someone else, that I'm very authentic and that's who I am, okay? And it allows me to build that relationship, because if they can feel and see and sense my personality through my writing and they get on the phone with me, number one thing that I hear a lot from the people that hop on the phone with me is like, oh my gosh, you're like a long lost best friend that I've been looking for, that I've never had, right? Or whatever it is. But I feel like they always feel like I'm their long lost best friend. And that is because of my personality and the way that I write, and I'm very conversational. And so they feel as if that we've been friends forever, even though maybe the very first time that we're actually meeting on the phone. Okay? So be conversational. The other thing you want to do is make sure that you integrate your emails with social media. Okay, so that means that your emails can be shareable when you ask them to share your content out. Okay, so this is another great way to get more subscribers to your list. It's also a great way for them to engage on your list and to be able to share your content. So this is where that exclusivity really comes in, because if you're posting it everywhere under the sun, well, it's not really exclusive, and it gives them the opportunity to share it for you, to really help be an advocate for what you have to offer. Okay. Now, you want to offer obviously an incentive for people to join your list, okay? You want to get people there. Typically, most people don't just subscribe to a newsletter list without some sort of an incentive. You will find some that will do that, obviously, but it's a very small percentage. Provide an incentive, whether it be a workbook, an ebook, a checklist, a video series, whatever, okay? Whatever trips your trigger, but provide some sort of an incentive to get them on your list as a free gift, and as a thank you for subscribing to your email list, okay? Then obviously you want to make sure that you encourage signups everywhere you can and make it easy to sign up. So don't overcomplicate the process, okay? That's another thing that I really see a lot, that a lot of my clients struggle with, is they try and overcomplicate that process, and they only put their signups in like one spot on their website. You need to put that everywhere you possibly can, so that you can obviously maximize the amount of potential where people can subscribe to your list. Okay. Now you also want to make sure that you create an automated welcome series and a sales funnel. Otherwise, what is the point of asking people to join your list? Now, I will be fully transparent. I did not have a sales funnel built right away in my business, but I did have a welcome series. Okay. So when they subscribed, they at least were welcome to my list, and they knew what to expect from me, and they just became part of my newsletter list until I was able to build out that entire sales funnel. All right, so you can do that if you are really on a time crunch and you want to at least get something implemented. Get that welcome series out there, but don't wait weeks and months or even years to create that sales funnel. Get that ready and to rock and roll right away. In reality, it doesn't really take you a whole lot of time if you sit down and do it all together, but do what you have to do, but just make sure that you get that sales funnel created and attached to your welcome series as part of your funnel, sooner rather than later, if you do take the route of, just going with your welcome series to start. Okay. So create that automated series, so you are nurturing your relationships, or nurturing those relationships, that you're automating your sales process, and you're basically marketing and relationship building 24/7, 365 days a year. Okay. Now, make sure that you have an attention-grabbing headline, okay? Your headline, your subject line, I should say, is what's going to get your subscribers to open the email. So if your subject line sucks, your email open rates are going to be low. All right, so you need to have an attention-grabbing subject line that is going to grab their attention, obviously, that's going to get them to open up your email and read your email, okay? So the first couple sentences of your email are also really important, because they're going to start scanning, okay? So keep that in mind, all right? Make sure you break up your content. Make sure you utilize bullet points, use emojis, whatever you can. Use different header types. Break up your content so people can visually scan. Over 80% of people actually scan content rather than read it word for word. So make it visually appealing and easy to scan and get the key points out of your email. I'm a scanner, so I can tell you that, that I don't read everything. I literally look for the bullet points and the highlighted points that I need to have anytime I read, content. Okay, so have a really powerful headline, or subject line, that's going to get them to open up, because once they open up, then you can get them to read your email. All right, obviously now you want to make sure that you add a photo. If you want to add a photo, make sure you have a clickable link. I recommend not having any more than 2 clickable links that are different. Otherwise, you could be flagged as spam. I actually tested this out last week where I sent a email to my list about the 10 most popular blogs for 2018. And I had obviously several links in there. I was flagged as spam because of all the different links, which is what I wanted to test out and see if that was still applicable. Obviously it is. So rule of thumb, try not to do any more than 2 different links that people can click as part of your email strategy, okay, inside your emails, okay? Make sure that you segment your list so that you can have very highly targeted campaigns, pretty much what we talked about earlier. And then make sure that you always have a call to action to engage your reader. So whether that be a call to action where they're buying something, or to share out your content, or to reply to your email, or to book a call, whatever it is, have a call to action. Don't just sign your emails off saying, thanks for reading, love Kayla, or whatever it's going to be. Get them to take some sort of action. Whatever you want them to do based on the content that you're sending, get them to respond in any way, shape, or form that you have, that you desire to have with the content that you're sending out. All right, you guys, that is everything that I actually wanted to share with you guys today. So we talked about the 7 common mistakes that most businesses are making with email marketing. We talked about the 10 different benefits to utilizing email marketing for your unique business. And then we shared and discussed how you can make email marketing work for your business, no matter what type of business that you have, because all businesses can most definitely leverage email marketing. So if you are ready to grow your email list, I want to encourage you to join my free subscriber tribe resource library so that you can gain access to over 20 resources that can help you in all areas of your business, including a very specific free gift that I have for you guys, which is 45 ways to grow your list. So, and it's basically a list and outline that gives you 45 different ways that you can grow your list. So if you're struggling with growing your list and getting started, definitely check that out. So in order to do that, all you need to do is join my subscriber tribe resource library. I will drop the link down below here for you guys, and you can go and check out that resource for you. So again, that free resource for you for joining my list is 45 plus ways to grow your email list. Okay, so thank you guys so much for tuning in today. As always, it's been a pleasure. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, or questions in the comments, and I will be happy to answer those for you. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.